Hello everyone, and we're going to be talking about another video. I seem to be in this enraged area, not intentional. It's just I've went down the YouTube tunnel again, and I was watching a bunch of different shit. And I really like watching about this stuff because mental health is like really important to me. Like it's super important. And I like watching these videos because I think it's very important to get stigmas, stereotypes, misinformation, anything about this kind of stuff like out there. And I was watching this video, and like because I've been at the brink of this kind of stuff when like my mental health was at its worst, even though I have no idea what it's honestly like to live like this man here. But there was like 3,500 dislikes, and I was like super pissed. Like super pissed. Like even those and that's something that I have to work on, is the negativity of some things. And like say like 424,000 likes is crazy good to 3,500 dislikes, and I have like a very bad tendency to focus on the negative, and that's something that I had to work on my own mental health journey. And as you can see, I'm clearly still working on it. But I was like, man, what the fuck? Like what? I don't understand. I feel like sometimes like a like or a dislike on a video is just somebody like, oh, like who cares? Like it can be really important at times, especially like depending on the issue. And I'm watching this guy here, this very, at the moment, as stable as it could possibly be, talking about his issue, and he's talking about how, and it's crazy because I never got this far. Luckily I managed to get the help and my symptoms calmed down, but some of the things he's talking about, like I so identify with, is crazy. And I'm like, thank God, man, like I didn't like go down that far tunnel as it could have went. But I'm like, what makes you dislike a video about someone talking about schizophrenia, like, you know, schizoaffective disorder? What? You're like, I didn't get out of it. What I wanted out of that. What were you hoping to get? What made you go, nah, not feeling it? I don't understand. Like, it's, I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, you were like were you disappointed with the answers? Did you not get the response? Like the editing you wanted? What was it that made you dislike the video? Or like, are you just a piece of shit? Like, you know, I mean, like, what was the fucking thing that motivated you to click the button? And I get it, like that's the reason the comments are turned off, because the guy who uploads this shit knows there's going to be like there will be crazy amounts of supportive comments, which I see that there'll be negative ones, and the guy just doesn't want to get into a debate and stuff like that. But like, I'm like, what the fuck, man? Because this video is like, I was going to put it into my, like, no, this video was cool as fuck, whatever, this video kicks fucking ass. Because it does kick fucking ass. It kicks fucking ass. It kicks fucking ass. But, I don't know, it's like, I never understand people who click on videos like these and then they're like displeased with the results. Like, what, do you think it was going to be a comedy, a rom-com? Like, what? Like, love this dude. Glad he's getting the help he needs, and you got to watch it. The Special Books by Special Kids YouTube channel is crazy important. Like, speaking about mental health and letting people be aware that it's not something to be ashamed about. It's something that should be talked about. Family, friends, everything. It's not like a weakness. It's not something you should hide away, which is even in the first like few minutes of this interview he talks about. He says it was something that he tried to pretend it wasn't there. Mental health issues are so crazy important to discuss and let people know that like you're going through something, and it's so important to like just be there for the person. And one of the biggest things I would say is, if you're going through a mental health and the people you're close to with are aware of that, absolutely get them involved in the process. Don't be like, oh, I'm going to my weekly psychology session and then let that person deal with it, so your family's like isolated. get them involved in it, so they know how to best handle you if you are going through some sort of issue. Because this guy says, like, one of the worst things you could do is like just berate him with questions like, why do you mean that, why did you say that, why do you do that, and it's just like, it makes it worse. He's just like, you're feeling like shit already, and you're confusing the issue, and then like, rather than just being like, okay, he has this issue, accept it and do what you best you can. And so like what I did eventually after about 2-3 years is I took my mum to see my psychiatrist, and I would just let her ask questions. I was like, Mum, fucking rein it, ask what you want to ask, say what you want to say, you know what I mean, like, because she felt like she was doing everything. Like, should I coddle him, should I tell him to like tough love him, should I do this, and she was getting frustrated. So I was just like, eventually I just took her along to a session. I was like, Mum, fire away. And that really helped, because she didn't feel like she was on the outside anymore. You know what I mean? She was involved, she got the answers she wanted. And I think that's very, very important when it comes to mental health issues. I will talk about it more. I kind of keep that stuff to myself to a degree, because at the end of the day, like, I'm a gaming channel and I occasionally do dabble into other issues, but this video, and as you can see from the side here, are a bunch of other mental health videos from this channel as well. And I just think it's really important to like really just let people know that having an issue it's not defining you, it's you and the issue. And as long as people know how to help you deal with that issue, the issue becomes much smaller rather than making it much worse. But anyway, that's all I've got to say about this, and I'll see you in the next one.